The lions have moved from the park to the porch as they continue their search for food. An unusual sight. Overhead, birds are migrating. And without humans around, many more will survive this year. At night, birds use the stars to navigate. With the power on, lights and glowing skyscrapers resemble stars, so birds often circle them all night and die of exhaustion. But in a world without humans, there is no power, so migrating birds fly more safely through major cities. Millions will reach their destinations. Their population will boom. On city streets, dogs have gone from pets to predators. Within a week of losing their human masters, they're forming packs and fighting for dominance, which hasn't happened since 2005, when Hurricane Katrina forced humans to evacuate New Orleans and leave many dogs behind. The dogs started hunting in packs and threatening humans. But not all dogs are equal. With more than 400 different breeds, some varieties, like this poodle, don't have the size or strength to compete. In the next few weeks, most smaller dogs will be killed. At nuclear power plants, diesel generators are finally running out of fuel. The power goes off for good inside the spent fuel buildings. The cool water stops flowing. The temperature starts to rise. In just a few days, the water will boil and evaporate. And without people to stop it, a nuclear disaster greater than the world has ever seen is now inevitable. A massive dose of radiation, 500 times greater than what was unleashed on Hiroshima, will be released. This is a nuclear disaster, and there's no one to stop it. A deadly mix of radioactive particles spews from the plant. Some of them, like strontium-90, will be dangerous for 300 years. Plutonium will be radioactive for 240,000 years. Pine trees near the nuclear power plant are first to die. Radioactive particles cling to their bark and resin. In a world without humans, this scene is repeated again and again. Nuclear power poisons the Earth we left behind. There are 6 nuclear power plants in Illinois. Radioactive smoke fills the streets of Chicago, the site of the world's first self-sustaining nuclear reaction. Fires break out at many of the 30 nuclear plants located in the eastern U.S. Each one is almost 20 times more radioactive than the Chernobyl disaster. Many of Europe's 173 reactors also ignite. Their spent fuel burns. Carried by the wind, the radiation is an invisible poison that settles over thousands of square miles. Winds push radiation away from the reactors in Europe. If conditions are right, it could reach as far as North Africa.